Today we're here in Beverly Hills at the fabulous Neil George Salon to meet with celebrity, award-winning makeup artist Mark Payne. He is also an award-winning filmmaker who created the short film Get Happy, and he just so happens to be one of my yoga students. Let's see what Mark has to say. Hi Mark.
How are you?
I'm good. It's so cool to be here with you at the salon. Thank you so much for letting us kind of peek into your world as a makeup artist, which
is my pleasure.
Well, you are one of my students,
right?
And I don't know how exactly you found yoga, so maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Well, my really good friend Kim decided to start doing yoga again. I think she had done Bikram before, and I had never done yoga before, and she wanted me to come along to the private lessons with you. She knew that I wasn't very good and knew nothing, that it would totally take the focus away from her.
I've seen you transform, like through the yoga. Like to me, you're like you're a fish to water, like in terms of the yoga.
Right. Well, I expected it to be a total Hollywood experience with you because you're like this celebrity yoga instructor, and like I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those things. But I have to tell you, I found something completely different. It was so much more, and so much more than what I expected, and I grew so much as a person as well as my body. It's like I see amazing transformations within my body.
I used to have a totally different career, and I was an actress, and so I've always been around makeup people, and I feel that the same, like I feel a makeup artist almost provides the space the way that a yoga instructor provides a space. Like putting makeup on somebody almost seems, I don't know if it's meditative, but it seems meditative. Are there any things that you sort of recognize as similar?
Well, when you're putting makeup on someone, you're very much in their space, whereas when somebody's doing their hair, you're sort of behind them and away from them. There's a little bit of a separation. But when you're doing makeup, it's a much more intimate experience. I find yoga actually releases a lot of the energy that I take in from a lot of different people, and it sort of is a great release for me in the way that massage would be or something like that. It's a physical release to get rid of like some of the energy that I don't want.
Yeah, and you do have to find a way to do two things. One is to become empty so that they can have their space to be whoever they are.
Right.
And the other is to find a way to, I guess, release that
energy.
This is what I found really interesting about you when I first started teaching you, is that you had made this film, which, was about your childhood, and it was this whole thing about how you had transformed yourself into being these different people, like, Liza Minnelli.
I was a child drag queen. I mean,
yeah.
It's so over the top.
So, but talk about like taking on the energy of
all the different people. Yeah, I mean, it was like I sort of was channeling these different people as a kid, and sort of taking on that energy of Judy Garland, and it's like sort of intense people. It's so now I want to be a yoga instructor.
Not only are you an award-winning makeup artist, now you're an award-winning filmmaker.
It blows my mind. It really, really blows my mind, and I think it has to do with being organic with what you do. As long as you kind of go with the flow of life and go on that journey where life takes you, things will happen and fall into place.
So Mark, I would love to see, a yoga pose that you love.
That I love?
Yes.
That I love? Okay,
yeah.
Well, let's...
Make me look good.
Okay.
Oh wow, look at you. Wow.
Wait.
You're going to do like a vinyasa?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, beautiful. Can I step in here for a sec? Like, see how his back, his spine is flat? And that's because he's bent his knees. This is so much more important to have the spine straight than it is to have the legs straight. Like, straighten your legs and show how that changes things. Now bend your knees. And then see how that nice line.